Hey guys, and welcome to East Coast Brewing. And today we are brewing up Mr. Beer Diablo IPA. Now, we're going to show you the brewing and the bottling and the taste test all in this one video. But I do have some crappy news. I accidentally deleted the footage where I brewed it. But that's okay, because I'll tell you how I did it. Also, let's be honest here. I mean, we all want to know how it turned out and how it tastes. So that's really the most important part. But anyways, I've been wanting to do this Diablo IPA from Mr. Beer for a really long time. So I'm pretty excited to see how it turns out. Now, I amped it up a little bit. I brewed it with 250 grams of dry malt extract. I used light dry malt extract. And then I used not 1 but 2 ounces of additional hops. And so what I did is I used excuse me, Columbus hops and Nugget hops. And what I did is basically we took 4 cups of water, boiled it up. Hold on a second. That's good. Boiled it up, added in our dry malt extract. Then I added in the actual malt extract, the pre-hopped malt extract from the Diablo Mr. Beer kit. And then I put in 2 ounces of the hops into a muslin bag, and then I left it in the fermenter for the 3 weeks. I left the hops and everything in there. So next video we're going to be doing is going to be the bottling part. You'll see that next in this video, I mean. And then we're going to do the taste test. So stay tuned. Thanks. Hey guys, welcome back, and welcome to my mini brewery. Well, or my storage room, for the lack of a better term. So I do most of my brewing in the basement, in my storage room. So I've got this little area carved out. So at any given time I'll have, 2 or 3 Mr. Beer kegs brewing up here, maybe a 1-gallon batch, a couple of 5 gallons down here. And yeah, most of the stuff takes place down here. I keep all the equipment down here and whatnot. Right now we've just got the Mr. Beer Diablo IPA finishing up, as you know. And not much else on the go, so we're going to get a whole bunch of more stuff brewed up here in a short period of time. But today is week 3 of our Diablo IPA. So I'm super excited. We're going to get that bottled up today, and so we're going to get on with that. But I thought, you know what, instead of hauling everything up to my kitchen, why not just do it down here where everything is already? So let's get started with that. But first, obviously, you got to have a home brew. Ah, man. Ah, that's good. Hits the spot. Today's Thursday. I don't know when you're watching this, but it's Thursday. And Thursday's good. Thirsty Thursday, All right, so we got all of our bottles sanitized and ready to go. And we're going to be using the Mr. Beer carbonation drops for carbonating or priming our bottles so that we can actually have them carbonated. Now, if you don't have these, you can just use dextrose corn sugar and or even just regular sugar. I mean, I've never used regular sugar, but I've heard it kind of gives it a cidery taste. So, I'd recommend dextrose corn sugar because I've used that for priming bottles and it works out good. But, these Mr. Beer kits that I've got up here, sometimes they come with these carbonation drops, sometimes they don't. But when they do, I love it because, like I've said before, if you've seen some of my other videos, these carbonation drops, they carbonate your beer perfectly every single time. So we are going to put 2 of these in each of the bottles that we have here. And you know what the cool thing is like, it's so convenient and it's so quick to use these things. You take, for this size of bottle, you use 2. 1, 2, done, man. So I'm just going to show you just how quick you can get this done. Yep. Gonna brew some beer. I'm really excited for this Diablo IPA. As you remember, we put in the extra hops, and I actually, before we started filming here, I took, now I lost where I was. There we go. I took the muslin bag out that had the hops in it, and man, it smells good. I think it's going to be pretty hoppy, so that's good. I like hoppy. All right. There we go. We're done. How quick was that? A lot quicker than measuring out your priming sugar and putting it in, hey? So, all right. A little bit more beer here. I think we're going to let these bottle condition for 3 weeks. Because every time I've done a Mr. Beer kit, especially some of the hoppier beers and stuff, it's always a lot better to let them condition a little bit longer. The lagers and the pilsners and stuff, you don't really need to. You can drink them a lot younger. So, all right, so let's get started. Right on. How convenient is this? Let her rip. When you're doing this with the Mr. Beer kegs, make sure you put your bottle on a bit of an angle. It allows for less oxygen to go in. Also, what I do is, you can probably tell the keg is kind of on a bit of an angle. What I do is I just prop it up with a book that's about 1.5 inches thick. Just helps for better flow, and then you don't have that last amount of beer there left in the bottom. All right, we'll do this one. All right. You know what I'm doing there? I'm double checking that there's 2 in each of them there, because I was talking there and I kind of lost a little bit of track, so I just want to make sure. Man, this works good. I love these Mr. Beer kits. They are the cat's ass. They just work so good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just finish filling all these up, and we'll be right back to cap them. All right. All right, guys, we are back, and I finished filling all of our bottles from the keg here, and it's super quick. So I love these things. They're awesome, the Mr. Beer stuff. But I couldn't resist. I poured a little bit into a glass here because I have to try it. I have to try it. You have to try it. So check it out. Pretty cloudy, but it just came out of the fermenter. So let's. Oh man, it smells good. It smells. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I can smell. It is quite malty, and but the hop presence is huge. Oh man, that's good. That's good. I think that's going to turn out really good. We won't know until it's aged and bottle conditioned, but it's pretty bitter off the get-go here. So we'll see what happens after the 3 weeks here. But anyways, I had to give it a try, and I'm pretty hopeful. Now, I've brewed a few IPAs before from extract kits, and they were okay, but they weren't like, I'm going to be honest with you, they weren't like something when I go to my, my local craft breweries and stuff like that, the microbreweries, and get their IPAs on tap. They just didn't taste like that. That there has a very good indication that it's going to taste like that. So, excuse me. So I think I'm pretty hopeful, and I think it's going to be awesome. So anyway, that being said, we've got our beer or our bottles all filled up and ready to cap. So you've probably seen in some of my other videos. If you haven't, please go ahead and watch them. I got some really good ones on there. What I do with these plastic PET bottles is I give them a little squeeze. I'll show you here. There we go. So I give them a little bit of a squeeze until the liquid, or the beer I guess, gets right to the top, and then I cap it. Boom. Gets all the oxygen out of your beer, and then it's ready to start carbonating. And this will all fill out as the beer carbonates. And so it's awesome. It works out really good. Now, give them a couple of good inverts, hey? Get that priming sugar, those carbonation drops all mixed up real good. And then boom. You're going to want to let these sit at room temperature-ish. 68 to 72-ish is what I usually go with. Seems to work out pretty good. Down here in the mini brewery here, it's usually sitting around 70. And right now it's wintertime, so actually the basement's warmer in the winter. Go figure that one out. Because in the summertime, we've got our air conditioner going, and the basement gets freaking cold. In fact, actually, I don't leave my fermenters down here in the summertime. I'm going to have to figure something out. Maybe Maybe some of those heat belts you can get for your fermenters is what I might have to invest in if I want to keep stuff down here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cap the rest of these, and we'll be back to do the final taste test on the Mr. Beer Diablo IPA with the hop edition. So, we'll be back. Cheers. Hey guys, what's up? Okay, we're back. And it's been not that long, actually, since we bottled the Diablo IPA. But, once again, Mr. Beer Diablo IPA. Been a long time, wanted to try that one. So, anyway, I checked the bottles after we bottled them, and this one here seems to be pretty carbonated, so we're gonna give it a shot. I thought, what the heck? It's been about a week and a half since we bottled. Normally I'd wait 2 weeks to even to 3 weeks sometimes, but I'm dying to try this, so let's give it a shot. You know, let's take it for a spin and see what happens. So let's see here. Just got a little bit of carbonation off of the hop there, so we'll see what happens here. Oh man, that smells good. Alright. Well, it's got some carbonation. I don't know how much it's going to have, but let's see here. I mean, not a lot of head, but that's, you know what? To be honest with you, that's to be expected. It's a really young beer. It's only a week and a half old. Look at the color on that. You know, it's definitely a darker IPA for sure. You know, let's give it the old flashlight test here. This flashlight's crazy bright, but there we go. Actually, that's not too bad. You guys can kind of see that, hey? Lots of carbonation, it looks like, in there. I'm excited to try this. Man, you can really smell the hops. And you remember, we put in that that extra 2 ounces of hops. So this was a pre-hopped IPA extract already, and then we put in those extra 2 ounces of hops, the nugget, and what else did we put in there? Well, anyways, it's back in the video. I think I talked about it. I think it was nugget and Columbus and nugget, I think. Anyways, you can definitely smell it, but I'm getting a very strong hop presence as well. Let's give it a spin. Wow, that's pretty good. Definitely getting the malt up front, and then nice mouthfeel. I think because we put that dry malt extract in, getting a little bit of more mouthfeel from it. It's got a really nice balanced body, like it's not like crazy over the top. And then it finishes off not crazy bitter, but it's got a nice bitter bite and a little bit of citrusy at the end. This is really good. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is probably one of the best IPAs I've ever made from an extract kit. In fact, I'm gonna order a couple more refills of the Diablo IPA for sure, because this is awesome. And it's not even aged at all. Like, I mean, this is a week and a half being in the balls. It's got, you know, it's not 100% fully carbonated, but it's got a really good, it's decent, definitely decent. That is awesome. All right, but you know what else I'm going to try? And you guys definitely are going to want to subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be doing another IPA from Mr. Beer, which is the Long Play Session IPA. Do you know what the funny thing is? The Session IPA, I was looking it up on their website, and it comes out at the same alcohol content as the Diablo. So I don't know if maybe it's not as bitter, not as hoppy. I'm not sure. I haven't actually watched any reviews on this, so we're gonna brew this up and do a review on it. And we'll probably add a few more hops to it, because, hey, what the hell? That's what I like to do. So, anyways, that, my friends, is the Mr. Beer Diablo IPA. And, you know what? Please like, comment, subscribe. You know, all those things that you do helps us out. And, you know, if you've done this beer already, let me know what you thought of it. Also, if you've tweaked it at all, added different hops, or whatever you've done, let me know, because I'd really like to hear from you guys and hear what you guys thought of it, and what you guys did to it. So, all right, we'll talk to you soon. Until next time, cheers. Brick, that's good.